Hello everyone, this is Valentine specials for Librans. Don't worry about what you see and what you can't see. Here I'm just being guided. I'm going with what I'm being guided. There is no structure, there is no reading as such. It's just psychic insight that I'm being guided to give you guys for Valentine. So Libra men and women both, I feel that it's important to mention, look at your star sign but also moon sign and rising sign, because I just experienced a case where the moon sign was really, really powerful into manifesting itself at the moment. So you might want to cross watch if you know your moon sign and your rising sign. If not, let me know in the comments and I will put a link in for you to calculate. But you do need to know the time of the time and the place of your birth in order to determine that. However, let's have a look what Librans need to know for Valentine's, or around, actually it's not for Valentine's, sorry, let me rephrase that, around what is the guidance, the energy of this time, the Valentine Day time, when everything is about love and relationships. Well, Librans, you're advised to be more light-hearted. Flirt, but don't take it literally, as it says there. Be playful but mindful at the same time. We don't want to break hearts. We don't want our heart to be broken either. So don't lead people into the wrong impression and give them false hopes. But you need to lighten up, guys and girls. You need to feel happier within yourselves and expand and extend that to those around you. You deserve to be happy. You are very good people, hardworking as well. And the only problem is you need to make your mind up, people. You need to find balance. I know people think that Librans are balanced people, but that is what they need in their life. They need balance, and normally they seek that balance not consciously, just at subconscious level, through their partnerships that they form, through their partner, the partner they choose. But this time is really important that you pay attention at how you can find balance through your own way of thinking. So turn inwards, look at yourself and look at what is blocking you from being successful. I believe you need a bit more structure in your thinking and in your actions and in the way you speak as well, because you make people feel good and happy, but who makes you feel good and happy? And in order to find that kind of people and attract those kind of people, you need to have that sort of balance, because you don't want somebody just to be nice and speak nicely to you, but you want them to mean it as well. So balance in your thinking, identify the blocks. I believe you need a bit more structure. I believe you're going to be successful. You need to overcome your fears. Your life is changing for the better. It's really, really positive reading. This is for women. Libra women, I believe your relationships are pushing you towards peace of mind and finding calm and peace of heart as well. You're leaving troubles behind. I feel that you haven't been settled. I'm not saying necessarily unhappy lately for Libra women. I'm just saying not particularly settled, and it's like things have been stale for a while. But now I see communication, fast communication. I see movement towards leaving troubles behind. But you do need to make a choice. Again, we have to take responsibility for our life. Okay, so you need to make a choice, and I feel you have choices to make about your future. I don't recommend to everyone, because I don't like to people to think, yeah, you got to come to me for a personal reading, but obviously it's just logic. This applies to so many people, so if you feel like you need more specific and accurate guidance about the choices you want to make or you should make in your life, to get in touch and book a personal private reading. This is for those who don't know me, because the other ones, we are working together for years now successfully, so obviously I don't need to tell you that, guys. But yeah, I do believe that Libra women are on the verge of having a change coming in their life, a positive one in respect of love and relationships, which for them is the most important aspect. And it's the same for Libra men. Libra men have to make a choice about how they feel and how they deal with past hurts, restrictions, and when they felt abandoned. It's a big issue, I believe, for Libra men, sadly. There is a pattern that I identify for Libra people as there is a pattern I identified for Leo people as well. And it differs, for instance, for Leo men and women it's different, but nonetheless each of them has a pattern. Star sign seems to have a pattern from my so many years of doing this work. And as I am a hereditary psychic, I've been picking up on what is going on with people since I was a child anyway. So yeah, Libra men must shift emotionally and leave the past in the past. I don't know if you want to, perhaps you want to see them. As I said, I'm not going to go mad on explaining the cards and reading the cards. I'm just giving you the overall energy and the guidance that I get. So Libra men must make a choice. You need to shift emotionally, guys. Things have been difficult and you struggled, and you worked hard. I'll give you that. You are also hardworking. I think I said it applies for both men and women, that particular personality trait. I admire it in Librans, but again, you got to remember you have to find balance in everything you do, personal life, work life. Also find balance in your thinking and your feelings as well. So balance is the key word, I believe, for Librans in general and for love life in particular, because if you don't find it, no one, as much as you feel that it comes, and you're big on relationships, you are people who need that special someone beside you. And like Sagittarians and Aries is in particular, there are other signs, but this one in particular, we can do without relationships. Of course we would like them to be there and be the right ones, but we can do without them if they are not the right ones. But sadly, sometimes Librans tend to get into the wrong relationships for the sake of having somebody around. But I don't see you in danger anymore of that, my dear Librans. I see that you know who to commit to. So you're making good choices. It's not the person so much for you that you're choosing, as it is how you change and shift within yourself in your thinking and your feelings. So it's very much about inner work, Librans, but it's beautiful and it's very promising. I see positive energy really for your love life in general, and it doesn't matter whether you're coupled or singles, because it applies to both of you. If you are in a relationship, you need to start paying attention to what you're doing and how you're thinking and how you're behaving, because your relationship needs improved and you can shift. I believe it's not a relationship that is completely unfixable. It's how you fix your thinking and your feelings. Down to that is how you fix your relationship as well. If fixing is not quite the right word, perhaps improving, but I do believe that excuse me, it takes actually a bit of fixing. Let's not sugarcoat it. Come on, we are adults here. And same with women. Please pay attention, because your life is improving in respect of love life. Yeah, that's what we are looking at, love. But you have to make choices, and that means, it's not an easy task. It's good that we have that luxury of making a choice, and we are not stuck in a certain situation. But obviously with choices comes responsibility, because whilst we have the freedom to make a choice, we can't run away from the restrictions of the choice we make. So if you feel like you need more, and I don't know why I look at women, not so much for men, because with men I feel it's very much down to creating that shift. Let me have a look if I get any more about men. But mainly with women I get, you need more insight about what choice to make in the future. Perhaps put things into perspective. It may not necessarily be down to psychic readings. It could be that we need to, have like a mentoring session or combined, because I feel it's very much a matter of perspective as well, not just of predictions, but they do obviously help, because we want to look at the possible partners and possible outcomes with the different partners. Men, yes, the problem with men was the confusion. You guys have been confused and you need clarity. You've been confused in your mind, you've been confused in how you act, you held back, you did not, you haven't been honest with yourselves first and foremost. And you knew there is something there not quite clear, and you've chosen not to look into it because you thought it's going to go back and be sorted by itself. Sorry to break it to you, but no. Ignoring problems is not going to bring the solution, and they are not going to get resolved by themselves. You have to take responsibility and you have to act in that way so you can bring resolution. And you are supported. I mean, excuse me, you're not even going to have to do this on your own, okay? You do get support. So Libra men, I need you please to do everything you can to make your life better. First and foremost, everything that is to do with your thinking, your feelings, your way of looking at things, because your love life depends on that, and you have a good future ahead. I believe you know your partner, Libra men. I believe you will be reunited with somebody you have been before in a relationship, not necessarily a broken relationship, but a relationship that went through various stages. I don't think this is like a reunion with a completely ended relationship, but with a relationship that went through stages where things have been difficult, up and down, where you felt like you don't know what to do, you didn't have enough faith in the future of that relationship, and there was confusion, and you felt like, I better don't think about it and leave it, for a while. Maybe I get the solution coming to me. If you were looking for insight, then yes, that is the way of doing things and living them. Be shown to you at the right time and for you to be guided, but ignoring problems, that's not the way of doing things. But waiting for insight, if you consciously asked for guidance and you just waited to be guided, then you're getting it and it's moving you in the right direction. However, as I was saying, I feel that you know your soulmate, your partner, the person that you can make a good couple with and a lasting relationship with. Singles, well, excuse me, if you are single and you believe that you don't know who the person is, what you need to do, Libra man, is look again at your feminine side and soft side and your emotions, because if you haven't met that person yet, it's somebody who's got common ground with you, so the same culture, the same background, perhaps coming from the same area. There is something that you two have in common, and you will recognize your future partner in that way. It's also what is being said, so it's going to be something communicated to you at some point, and you'll think, right, that makes sense. It's like, I know this person. It could just be that you speak to them and you feel like you've known them all your life. So there is common ground. There is something that brings you excuse me, together. For those who have been completely single for a long time and haven't already met the person, the potential relationship, or think they haven't, because that's another aspect. I need you to look around and think who from your past or has common ground, background with you would be a potential partner, because that's where you need to pay attention. And as I said, for those who already have been in are in a relationship, even if you've been through hiccups or even long periods, excuse me, this cough, even long periods of not being properly together, that relationship is not broken. That is just a new chapter that needs started, a new new cycle. New chapter, new cycle, but not a relationship. So if you're divorced, for instance, that's it. It's done. It's done. If you have had anything legal sorted with your relationship, if you've not, even contemplated the idea of being together, or when you thought about it, you thought, right, I'm not going back there. That's, past is past, X is X for a reason. That's not the kind of reconnection that I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about a relationship that's been ongoing with ups and downs. That's what I'm talking about. That kind of relationship. So I hope it helps. Have a lovely Valentine's, Libras. I know you're so soft and loving and you need it. I hope it's marvelous for you. I love you guys, and see you soon.